Well, hey guys, how you doing? It's been a little while. Well, I almost got my YouTube channel deleted. It was pretty close. So I've been on the fence what I want to do with the channel. Obviously, there's no subscribers, no views. I just put videos up whenever I feel like it. It's just kind of a fun little thing to do, and I'm just not really, I don't have enough time or whatever to try to grow this out. But I love doing it. Or I thought I loved doing it. And I just kind of was like, every time I thought about making a video, I just would get a little like, well, I should be doing something else, because I always get very, I feel guilty for spending my time editing videos and uploading them and stuff when, there's a bunch of other stuff I want to do creatively. And so I always feel like I'm robbing myself of the time that I need for these other things. And that's kind of how this all evolved, where I was just kind of I'm just gonna walk away from the channel. I'm not gonna really do anything. Well, when was it? A couple nights ago, I got this weird urge. I'm like, oh, I should log in to my YouTube channel and see what's going on. And of course, I haven't logged in. I think the last video I made was 3 months ago. I was driving through Palm Springs, and I just made, I wanted to try something different. So I just kind of made a view of driving through and had some music. And I was like, wow, good enough. And then after that, I'm like, man, that's good. Maybe I'll make another video one day and put it up there. But I think it was Saturday, I was like, I wonder what's going on with that channel. I don't know. I just thought maybe I should log in, which was kind of weird because I normally don't. But anyway, I log in and I get met with this banner. And it's your channel has been disabled. If you'd like to contest or whatever the language is, fill out this form and we'll see if and we'll evaluate it and we'll reinstate it if whatever. And I'm like, oh. At that point I was like, whatever. I was like, I'm not really doing anything with this channel anyway. So I didn't even really, I was like, whatever, that's cool. So I kind of, set my phone down, walked away. And then a couple of minutes later, I'm like, wait a minute. They're going to delete my channel? They disabled it. And the banner said you can contest this, but if you don't take any action, we're going to delete it. I think it was I don't know when it was. It was sometime in the future. I want to say February, but it might have been September. I don't know. I was like, God damn, they are going to delete my channel. And I thought about it and I was like, well, I don't want to get rid of my channel. That sucks. Wait a minute, what did I do? So I felt all these emotions. I was really upset at first. I was like, well, at first I didn't care at all. And then I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute, that sucks. I actually have some videos up there that I kind of like and I want to see them. And I'm like, if they delete my channel, then then what? It's all gone? And they give you the option to download your content. And I have a backup of everything on my, laptop. But I'm like, what am I going to do? Upload this to Vimeo? I'm going to upload it to the Fediverse? God forbid I try to upload it to Rumble. I was thinking about that. I'm like, I'll just throw everything up on Rumble. And I've only been on Rumble a couple times. And I'm like, whoa, I don't think I want to be part of that community. So, yeah, man, I had this existential kind of threat. And at that point, I'm like, I do want my channel. I do love making content. I do love making these videos. I'm going to keep going. So it's an appeal. I had to make an appeal. That's what they call it. It's if you'd like to appeal this. So I wrote up this little thing and I was like, yes, please. And I was like, I basically was like, my first video was on this date. My last video was on this date. And I've only used free music. And I'm like, I don't think I did anything wrong. But if I did, wow, I am so sorry. Let me know, because they don't give you any reason why this happened. And I have a theory of what happened. But I sent the appeal in and I was like, well, whatever is whatever. We'll see what happens. And then I was kind of coming to peace with myself with they're just going to delete it. And I know what happened. I was thinking, I was really kind of I felt really bad because I was like, man, maybe I did something wrong. Like maybe somebody flagged the account as abuse. Maybe I did something where I was like, in one of my videos, I was just like filming outside and I filmed a kid or something, and maybe you're not supposed to do that. Or when I was driving down the highway and I was like filming and I got somebody's license plate, I thought, well, maybe you're not supposed to do that. And then I thought, maybe I said something, you know, and I'm watching all my videos, I'm like, I don't think I said anything. And I looked through their guidelines, I'm like, I don't think I did anything, man. I think they screwed up. But I think this is what happened. I don't know. This is just my theory because this is what we do at my job. So, what I think YouTube does is they give you a engagement score, and that's based on number of views, your activity, number of comments, the overall engagement with your audience, if people are watching. And in my case, I'm sure my engagement score is 0. So, I'm sure they just grab everybody with like this super low engagement score and they flag them, and then they just, you know, flag them for deletion. And because where I work, we do kind of, if you're inactive with our product after like, you know, a certain number of months, you get flagged. And then they send out an email, and then they send out a text, and then they let you know, like, hey, listen, we've noticed that you haven't engaged in the last 90 days or whatever it is. Just letting you know, hey, if you're not interested, we'll go ahead and close your account for you. Otherwise, feel free to like do these things to take action to like, you know, to get your account back in an active state. And I think that's just what YouTube does. It makes sense because it does cost them money to like host your videos on servers and the streaming content and things like that. And so if they're not making any revenue off of this stuff, they don't, and I'm not making any views. I have 2 subscribers. I think I have a total of like maybe 25 views across all my like 10 videos. So yeah, I'm at like 0, 0, 0 with all of my stuff. In order for you to keep your channel, you have to like engage. You have to prove that you're like a real person, and like you have to respond to them. And yeah, I think that's how they kind of like just, you know, kind of purge the inactive accounts. So I was kind of glad this happened because it really did give me that kind of like, are you going to keep the channel or not? And yes, I'm definitely going to keep the channel. I don't know what I'm going to do as far as content. I'm just going to, you know, just be a little bit more active. I don't know. Who knows what I'm going to do? But anyway, all right. Yeah. So then they got back to me yesterday and they said, hey, I don't even know what my message is. It's like, we've granted your appeal. We've reinstated your account. Log in. I'm like, oh my God. So I logged in and it was interesting because they tried to capture a bunch of data. They wanted my address and my phone number. And I'm like, no, thanks. We don't need to do all that. So it was kind of weird. They were asking for all that, but it's not mandatory or it's not required. So you could skip all those fields or whatever. Anyway, just want to let you know, yes, the channel is back, and I'm glad that it's still here because I use it for like commenting on other people's channels. And the other thing that I noticed is that it's kind of a shady practice, right? YouTube's got your phone number. Like, you can log in and they can text you. And I think they have to do that for MFA, like the multi-verification, whatever, the multi-authentication. So the thing that got me is I didn't know at all because when they disable your account, you don't have access to your Gmail account. Or I didn't. I don't know. Maybe other people have a way of getting into their disabled account to see. But when I logged in, I went into gmail.com and it just gave me the big banner. It just gave me that big page that said, your account has been disabled. We're going to delete it on this date. If you'd like to appeal, click this button. So I went through that. But I didn't get an email. I didn't get a text message saying like, just letting you know, like, we're going to delete your account in like the next 90 days. It was like nothing. It would have been gone. I'm sure that's all done intentionally so that they, God knows how many hundreds of thousands of like accounts they purge that way. But I'm sure it saves them money in whatever. So, the only way I found out was by actually logging in, and, can't really blame them. A lot of companies do that. So anyway, just want to let you know I'm still here. That was a close call, guys. Oh my God. So anyway, I'm gonna, I don't know. I don't know. I want to make videos but I'm just gonna put them up. I'll be a little bit more frequent than once every 3 months. But anyway, I'm glad my channel is still here. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep just making these videos, and so also just logging in and making sure things are okay. I'm gonna do that a lot more frequently. So anyway, all right, guys. Whew. Yeah, talk to you guys soon.